Thanks for joining us. We are excited to walk you through the Char-Broil Performance 6-burner gas grill easy assembly. You'll need the following tools for today's assembly. This grill will require 2 people to assemble at some points. Make sure you have someone on hand who can help you through the process. Assemble your grill on a flat, level surface to prevent damaging it. If you think it's necessary, lay out a pad or a blanket to avoid scratching or denting the finish. Turn the bottom shelf upside down on a table with the magnet housing hanging off it to avoid damaging the part. The end with the magnet housing is the front of the grill. Secure the fixed casters here. Insert the caster pin in one locking caster to prevent it from spinning while you screw it in. Remove the caster pin, put it in the remaining caster and attach it to the shelf. Save the pin for future maintenance. Lock the rear casters to prevent the grill from moving during assembly, then turn the shelf over. Slide the left cart frame in place over the pre-installed screws. Place one 1/2-inch screw in the back hole, then tighten all the screws. Repeat the process for the right side. Slide the back panel between the frames and attach it to the cart with 6 sheet metal screws. Place the inner shelf support on the right side frame and attach the top from the outside with 2 1/2-inch machine screws and flange nuts. Do the same for the bottom of the support. Put the inner wire shelf on top of the support with the opening facing you. Turn the cart around and attach the front door brace to the grill with 4 1/2-inch screws. Hang the battery box heat shield above the inner shelf with 2 number 8 by 3/8 sheet metal screws. Next, hang the tank shield on the opposite side with 2 1/2-inch screws. Before the firebox is placed on the frame, open the lid and screw the handle on with 2 3/4-inch screw assemblies. With your helper, lift the firebox on top of the cart and align it with the tabs on each side. Then secure it in place with 4 1/2-inch screws. Assemble the side burner and right side shelf using the 2 shelf supports and 4 1/2-inch machine screws. Before you hang the side shelf, loosen the screws on the side of the firebox. Hang the shelf over the screws, then attach 2 1/2-inch machine screws behind the face of the shelf. Tighten all the screws. Secure the shelf from inside the firebox with 3 1/2-inch screws and washers. Attach the light switch to the front of the shelf by removing the cap from the back, inserting the switch and reattaching it. To hang the side burner, loosen the screws like you did for the side shelf. Hang the side burner over the screws, then attach 2 1/2-inch machine screws behind the face of the side burner. Tighten all the screws, secure the shelf from inside the firebox with 3 1/2-inch screws and washers. Unsecure the ignition box from the main ignition module, then insert the main module in the opening on the left side shelf. Insert a battery, AA, negative end first, then place the washer over it and screw the button back on. Remove the screws from the hose valve assembly and use them to attach it to the control knob bezel on the front of the side burner. Push the control knob in place over the bezel. Insert the side burner through the shelf using wing nut and the venturi clip to secure it to the grill. Then connect the electrodes for all the burners, tube, searing, and side burner running from the battery box to the connection. Place the grate in the side burner. Add the searing burner and 5 heat tents to the inside of the firebox by inserting the tabs in the front and then setting the end on the hook in the back. Place the 3 cooking grates in the firebox. Next, add the warming rack above the grates by inserting the tabs in the appropriate holes. Place the chef's delight tray on the right side of the rack. Attach the grease tray bracket to the grease tray with 4 1/2-inch screws. Slide the grease tray through the back of the grill until it sets in place. Then repeat for the grease pan. It is important to properly install and secure the grease tray and grease pan as to avoid any risk of fire or potential property damage. Please refer to your guide for more details. Add 4 AA batteries to the battery box, then connect the LED wire assembly to the box and the light switch under the side shelf. Make 4 screw assemblies using a number 10 24 by ½ inch machine screw, 5mm lock wash, and a 5mm flat washer. Use those to attach the 2 door handles to the front doors. Attach the doors to the frame by setting the corners on a tab on the bottom shelf. Then push in the tabs under the firebox and slide the doors into place. Finally, insert the propane tank in the opening of the bottom shelf with the cylinder valve facing the front of the cart. Then attach the hose valve regulator assembly to the tank. Secure the tank in place with a wing nut on the outside of the bottom shelf. Be sure to refer to your instruction manual for proper tank leak testing and maintenance prior to using your new grill. Congratulations, you have completed the assembly of your new Char-Broil grill. Fire it up and get cooking.